Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be sharing with you all my must-have on-the-go makeup essentials. Now this is not a travel makeup case video. I have posted those in the past. I think one not even like super recently, but fairly recently. So this isn't like all of the makeup that I would use to do my entire face. This is what I take with me in my purse. This is what's always in my purse. And any catastrophe you have, anything that you need, it's always in this little bag. A lot of times, like even if I leave the house and I'm gone all day, you know, you do have to touch up throughout the day, and it's nice to have stuff with you. And then also, if you're gone and you haven't really applied a lot of makeup and you feel like you might need a little more, it's nice to have some basic essentials that isn't like putting on a whole face, you know, things that will pack a big punch but that are in a little container. So first of all, I will say, I've talked about this so many times, but these little nylon MAC bags are just wonderful. I like how they have the little, you know, things at the end. I believe they still have these. They've had these for years. You can put them in the washing machine. This is just the perfect little size. This one fits in most every handbag that I have. Of course, if I'm going to carry a tiny little one, I'll just scale it down and put like a lip gloss and some powder or a mirror or something. I'm not going to go crazy, but it's very compact for what all is in here. So I've had that for several years and I really do love it. So first, what I think is an essential, especially if you have oily skin, but even throughout the day, if you don't have oily skin, you know, sometimes your makeup can look a little settled, it can look a little weird. So don't think of blotting powders or blotting papers as just for oil. Sometimes, like if you see your foundation looking a little funny, or you think that your powder's settling or looking a little cakey, you can use one of these and it'll take care of that and it'll sort of smooth it out. These are so dirty, like the container. But these are my very favorite blotting papers, and they're the green tea blotting linens by Boscia. And I've just repurchased these so many times. It says the only ingredients is green tea, so that's kind of neat. But they just work amazing, and they really last a long time. I mean, I've had this little one for a while, but I feel like I use them often. I think I have one more that may be in another bag that's newer. But these are just very good, and what I would say is my number one. If you're oily, obviously, you know where to blot it, and don't rub it, just sort of, just blot carefully. But if you have like under your eyes, or if your makeup looks a little crepey or it's starting to look like it's settled, you can take one of those and wrap it around your finger and it'll take it away. So that's kind of neat. Now obviously, like powder, you can bring a powder, you can bring whatever you want. I always like to have a mirror with me because my powder that I like does not have a mirror. So I have this little Chanel one, and I think I got this online when I was ordering something a long time ago, but it is a nice little mirror to have. It has a magnifying side and a regular side. I really like the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural. To me, it's just the most natural looking powder because I don't like to look powdery. But this has a tiny bit of coverage as well. So if you look like, your makeup's worn off a bit and you can kind of see some darkness showing through or like some little spots, you can use this. It will definitely diffuse it a bit more than like, a typical powder. So I do feel like it has some coverage, but it has a really natural finish. So I like this, and I love to use that throughout the day as well. This is what I keep. I usually keep this inside of this little pouch. This is a little NARS pouch that came with, I believe it was my translucent little powder, but this goes right down in here. And the reason is because I like to keep my powder in here, and I like to keep the brush in there too, because I don't like the brush to be like getting things on it that it probably shouldn't. You put that on your face during the day, sometimes like it has, when you're oily, and you don't want it getting all over everything else, and you certainly don't want any bacteria and stuff getting on here, because I'm really weird about like touching my face and getting like dirty things on my face. So this is the little hourglass brush that is made for the ambient lighting powders, and I really find that it's just perfect for your purse to have with your powder. It's just really nice and compact, and like I said, it fits in here perfectly. I don't think this brush gets enough love. This is great for contouring, and not as expensive as a lot of those weird options, and it's super soft. It feels sort of like the Sigmax brushes, or like the Sephora airbrush brushes. So that's a very good brush. More people should check that out. Oh, and the cool thing is that it's a separated little container, so or little pouch. So you can put the brush on one side and your powder on the other, and you don't ever have to worry about it. And this is the same, you can throw this little thing in the wash too. I always have a lip balm. The Nivea Olive Oil and Lemon is just my favorite. I've talked about that a ton. Speaking of like spots, and you know, if you're having a breakout or if you've discovered something that pops up during the day, I always like to have concealer with me, and this little MAC Studio Finish is just tiny. I have another one on my vanity, but this is the one that's always with me, and it's just easy. You can just use it forever, and it's just nice. So that, to me, I think the mix of the concealer and the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural, you just can't go wrong with that, to me. I like to have a little bit of eyeliner if you're out in the middle of the day. You know, I always, pretty much always, even if I don't wear makeup, I always have on mascara, so I don't waste space by putting more mascara in here. But sometimes, you know, I want to touch up my eyeliner, or I want to put more on depending on what's going on, or you know, whatever. So I like to have one with me, and this is just one of the ones, the double-ended ones that was from the, I believe it was like the first Naked palette. My friend gave me this because she knew how much I liked mine, and mine was like down to little nubs. So she gave me her brand new one, and I hardly ever have to sharpen it because I just use it, you know, it's not the one that I use every day, it's just the one that I use like on the go. And this is just Zero and Whiskey. So you don't have to have a double-ended one. It helps because it's nice because I have the brown and the black. You can just throw in a tiny little pencil or whatever color that you prefer. I have a couple of little bobby pins in here, a little, you know, hair clip, because you just never know. I think in my car I have some hair ties. Usually there's a hair tie in there. I have this little OPI nail file because usually I'm always out and I need one, and I'm like, you know, I really need one, and you never have one when you need one. I always just have a random gloss in here. This is the NARS International Velvet. I need to bust this out more, but I do use this quite a bit when we're on the go. And a lot of times, I don't like to keep a specific one in here. That one just always works, so I keep it in there. Whether you're putting it on top of something that's kind of worn off from earlier, or if you're just doing it by itself, that one is always pretty. But a lot of times I'll have a lip gloss with me. Lately I've been loving the Buxom Celeste, so that's always with me. I think it's like in the front pocket of my purse actually, because I reach for it so much. Now the other essentials besides makeup, I just have a few more. In that bag I keep my Burt's Bees Lemon Butter Cuticle Cream. Now my hand cream is great for cuticles, but sometimes I just really like to use this only. It has a really good smell to it. It smells like lemony, lime, but really citrusy smelling, and this stuff works really, really well. I've used quite a bit of it, and it lasts a very long time. I do have a hand cream, the Colleen Rothschild Restorative Hand Cream. Mine looks really sad, but this is really great hand cream. It's one of my favorites. And I also have a little deodorant. This is a La Vanilla Healthy Deodorant in Pure Vanilla. I like to use this deodorant. It's different than any natural deodorant because it kind of keeps me dry as well. It's got a lot of cool ingredients in it, different than a lot of natural deodorants. Obviously it's got like some antibacterial oils and stuff. It's got some sort of like a sugar complex or something in it that helps with that too. I'm not sure, but not sure exactly how it works, but it does for me. And I use it in the morning and at night, and then if I take a shower, I use it after the shower. But it's always nice to have it with you because it's not an antiperspirant. It's not going to be like as heavy duty as an antiperspirant, but I like having it with me just in case. And then last but not least, a brush. I always have this brush with me. I've had it for years. It's rubbed off. It was it's a little Frederick Fekkai brush, and I got it like in some little kit that had like a lot of their travel size products, like cleaning it out because it's gross. But I really love this little brush. If you can find like a little boar bristle brush like that or something similar to that, it's nice to have because it works if your hair is curly. It doesn't like pull any tangles, and then if you're gonna put your hair up, it really like smooths it well. Or if your hair is up and it's looking a little funny, you can kind of smooth through it with one of these, and it helps. So always have a good brush, preferably a tiny little cute one like that. So I'm trying to think of anything else I can mention. That just to me is good. It's a good mix of on-the-go stuff that is not going to take up a ton of room, and it's pretty much everything you need. So I hope that you guys enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you all very, very soon. Bye.